Hello everyone. In this session I will provide a short overview of the Compass EOS CLI. First I will log into the device. The CLI has three modes of operation. The first mode is the operation mode, which is the current mode. This mode includes all operational commands like show, clear, ping, software upgrade, and others. This mode is mainly used for maintenance, monitoring, and troubleshooting. As you can see, the CLI is basically not so different from the leading CLI in the market. So I will focus here only on the unique features. Any output of the show commands can be filtered, modified, or saved by using the pipe option. As you can see, there is a long list of options to change the output. One example is to display the output as XML. The other example is to filter the output to include specific lines. So this will show us only the rates of the interfaces. We can also match several keywords. For example, I would like to see all the lines which includes Ethernet or rate. And we can add more filters. For example, I would like to see the rate, but to exclude the lines which have rate of 0. Another cool pipe option is the repeat option, which will refresh the output every configured interval. So instead of repeating the command manually, we can just add the repeat command and to specify the interval between the repeats. So this output will actually repeat the command every 1 second. We can also combine it with filters. For example, show system module will show us the module status. If we want to see specific line card, we can do include line card and we can add repeat. Another useful pipe option is the OS command, which allow us to use any relevant Linux command like grep, tail, cat, and many more, and so to get almost unlimited filtering options. For example, I would like to see only the last 5 routes in the routing table. Another example we can change the output and to use the OS command of cat. So in this example, I actually excluded some of the columns. Another cool feature of the CLI is the semicolon option, which allows concatenating multiple commands. For example, these commands will perform all 4 commands one after the other. As you can see, it executed all commands one after the others, like a script. The semicolon option can be used for any command, not only for show commands, but also for configuration mode, where you can configure several parameters and commit them in the same line. This brings us to the second operation mode, which is the configure mode. The configuration mode is the place where you can modify all system parameters, starting with physical entities like line cards, interfaces, and up to logical entities like protocols, policies, etc. In order to go into configuration mode, I will type the configure command. The configuration is divided into different hierarchies, like system interfaces and protocols. So here you can see the routing hierarchy, which is divided into specific protocols. All the relevant protocols commands are located in the same place for convenience. So we'll go into the BGP protocol configuration. We can navigate to other hierarchies using the up or top commands. Up will take us one step up, and if we'll write top, we'll go straight to the root. A very useful feature of the configuration mode is the edit command, which allows you to modify the configuration using a VI editor. You can edit the entire configuration or only a specific hierarchy. So for example, I will edit the interface hierarchy. With the editor, you can easily delete lines or copy and paste them, or use many other VI available options. So for example, I will delete this description or modify this line. I will save it. When entering the configure mode, each user gets its own private copy of the configuration database. Any configuration changes made to this copy are considered as candidate configuration and not committed. For example, let's change the system hostname. As you can see, the prompt was not changed because the candidate configuration was not committed. In this stage, we can see what is the candidate configuration before we commit. We can also see the differences between the candidate and the running configuration. So we can see that we deleted the old prompt and configured the new one instead. We can also see a merge of both running and candidate configuration in order to see the complete configuration in this hierarchy. So you can see the running configuration along with the new system hostname. In order for this configuration to take effect, we should commit it. If you want to validate it before committing it, we can do the commit check. If there are no errors found, we can simply commit it. As you can see now, the prompt was changed to reflect the new system hostname. If we want to roll back to previous configuration, we can use the rollback command and then commit. As you can see, the hostname revert back to the old hostname. We keep the last 40 committed configurations, which we can roll back to. We can assign labels and comments to each committed configuration for fast tracking. In this configuration mode, we can also use the semicolon option to concatenate commands. For example, I can do a configuration and a commit in the same line. Now let's go back to the operation mode. The third mode of CLI is the OS shell mode, which provides access to the Linux operating system. We will enter this mode by the command OS shell. So now we are in the operating system of the active CPM cards in slot 0. We can also log in to any other cards in the system in order to perform any commands that we want. This mode is useful for advanced troubleshooting, for access to the file system, for executing scripts, and actually performing any features that the Linux can offer. To go back into the operation mode, we can use the exit or the login commands. That's it. That was a short overview of the Compass CLI. Thank you for listening.